EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Tennessee.
Play action, it's Tannehill. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties the game.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Play action. It's Eason.
Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They go play action with Eason.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Right there, 54, right there.
That's out to the left and complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Adoree Jackson deep for Tennessee. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Out to the right to Humphries. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try and pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
32-yard line.
Here's Eason off the play fake.
Powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The end result, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From the gun is Eason.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal.
Now 4th and goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point is
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Titans 7. Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gostkowski for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. This one into the hands of Burton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Eason to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Jonathan Taylor.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Eason Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the gun on third down. Eason flushed out right. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Good. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2 yards on the pickup.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Back to the air, Tannehill on second down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
First down, Tennessee.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A toss left, Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan 1st down. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13, Tannehill. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score, Colts 27, Titans 21.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much...
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Campbell making the catch. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
That's good.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Let's go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
It sets up the 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Tannehill. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You've given yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Get ready. Get ready.
From the gun, Eason. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got Burton here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunky yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Eason. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 now.
From the gun, Eason. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Colts 35. Titans.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. The 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a...